It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints on Thursday night primetime.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going, find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Will Lutz, well, he used to do this for the Saints. Now sending it away to them as we're off in New Orleans. Hill now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the second-rounder who's been climbing the leaderboard since 2014 at Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for your guys. Now, the next step in New Orleans is to take this franchise to the playoffs.
No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Pistol snap to Carr. Able to get it to Moreau. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Man in motion out of the slot. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, okay, they wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Carr now on 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Motioning him from the slot right. The give here on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Carr throwing on 3rd. Wilson's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down, here's Carr. He finds sends him beyond the marker. Touchdown, New Orleans. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 41. Nix off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's 2nd and 2. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Strong running inside the 30. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss for Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They kick the running back in motion. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running behind center with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the 45 on 2nd down. On the slant, complete to Johnson. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, Carr. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. There it is, touchdown New Orleans! The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Williams. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him from the 46. Nix with it on 1st. Completed to Reynolds. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 40 on 2nd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. It's a Denver touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. And they'll have enough time to try to get into field goal range, just a shade over 40 seconds remaining in the half. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Carr here from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points in the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down. A whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans, and it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. For the Saints, this is why they signed him. They got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the 2nd quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finding Reynolds. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Second half starts with a run by Williams. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Willie Gay there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Nick's on third down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They give to Camaro, left side. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep, big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here comes the Bronco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to. You have to finish with points.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carr. He's on the move. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he gets him around 6 there. Riley Moss with that tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Denver set to take the field on offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Draw play, this is Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Here's Nix. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Offense up to the line fast. From the gun on 3rd down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They send a tight end in motion. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. Into traffic, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw it. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left and that clock winding down. Now to throw. Complete to Mims. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
They'll throw again. Nix. Completed to Reynolds. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and now they face 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. He's got it. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.